All right, we are
Okay.
live on the air. It is Monday, June 6th, and we are here discussing episode 209, Je Suis Prest. We are 4 episodes from the end of this season, guys.
Boo! 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 Boo!
Well,
I'm sad.
We don't have to wait as long, supposedly.
I know.
Yeah, that's what they
Roberts
say.
is assuring us that it won't be as long as we thought it would be.
So
Yeah.
maybe it will be the fall of next year
Yeah.
Yeah.
instead of the beginning of 2018. So unless they've been sneakily working on stuff, you know.
Well, I know that the first script is done
Yep.
Yeah,
because I
that's
saw
good.
with that Sam and Cat thing with LA Times
Yep.
that he got an email from Diana. She's such a fangirl.
She totally is.
Yeah, she is.
She's totally like us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
She has
she read the first
connections.
script
Yeah.
of season 1 or season 3 and really liked it. So,
Well, that's good.
hey, fellas.
Hi.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
So, this
Got
episode.
your power back, huh?
No.
Oh.
Light.
Thank goodness for new technology, huh?
I know, but I'm gonna, like I said, I might not be able to stay so long because I'm gonna need to conserve battery. I don't want to go spend the night out in my car with my engine running to charge my phone. So,
Yeah.
all right.
I was gonna say we're live already on YouTube. So,
Okay.
this episode most people are calling the training episode.
Yep.
Um,
With good cause.
with good cause, and there are some people who are that were complaining about it. I saw the people from Gold Derby when I watched that. They were rolling their eyes at all the training montages. I actually enjoyed the different training montages.
I kind of liked the training. I really did like the training because that's something that, you know, you needed to see that. I think it needed to show Jamie kind of coming to him with himself, you know, taking command of those men and everything. So I liked the training. I did.
I did too.
Yeah, I mean, it showed different levels of, you know, Jamie taking control of the men. Because at first he was kind of working through Murtaugh as, you know, Master Drill Sergeant from Full Metal Jacket.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody said I was just waiting for him to say, call somebody a maggot, and he said, then I would have lost it.
Funny.
So yeah, he was kind of standing off and distant and just letting Murtaugh kind of run things, and then that second there was a second montage where he took over, or you know, got in there and did his kind of St. Crispin's Day speech.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I love. I mean, everybody's talked about how he kind of started. He started out being one of the guys, and talking about how he, you know, learning how to ponce about like the British and what good is that, and you know, kind of being, you know, charming and buddy and funny, and then once he's got them, then he kind of eases into that whole thing and saying, this is why you need to do this. This is what I've experienced.
Right.
This is what's coming for us.
Yep.
Yep.
So yeah, and I actually loved this episode.
I thought
I even the flashbacks, the 1940s flashbacks, even worked okay for me.
I didn't
Yeah,
love them. I didn't love them.
Yeah, I didn't either.
Well,
I didn't hate them.
I loved them,
Problems with those.
but it's not like I didn't want to watch every time they started.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I understand where they were going. After listening to it, and I go, okay, I can understand trying to take memories of hers from put it all together and kind of give her something in this episode. Otherwise, she would have kind of been like nothing. You know?
Yeah, because the only thing Claire ever says as far as what she's doing is she's going to go make sure the women make plenty of bannocks for the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's the only thing we see or hear that she's doing.
But shouldn't she be doing like her medical stuff? You know, like packing her kit and.
Well, I think, I mean, I'm listening to, I think, Matt Roberts talk about the fact that we're going to see her do that in the next episode.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Yes,
So it is Kristen Pans, and that's where she's going to be doing her medical stuff.
that's right.
Because you don't watch her roll bandages so many times.
Yeah, until someone's actually injured, you're not gonna. She's got nothing to do really. She
Yeah,
can
it's
do all the
basically
stuff.
rolling bandages, making sure she's got the, you know,
all the herbs and everything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
everything that she needs.
Yeah.
And that's, you know, that
Yeah.
would be watching her grind herbs, make,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know, make whatever she makes as
Poultices
far as
and things like that.
and-
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
So
Sure.
I can understand why they did it, and I can live with it. I mean, it just was not something that, I I enjoyed that much. I mean, it just didn't. It bothered me. It bothered me a little bit because I kind of would like to see a Jamie-centric episode. He is the hero of this whole thing, and if they were going to deviate that far away, well, let's make it a Jamie episode. Let's show Jamie come of age. Let's show him become the person that Buffalo looks. I don't, think that like that little thing of them twisting it around to make it look like it was Claire's idea for the whole thing with Virgin Cray. That bothered me too.
Yeah,
that whole
it bothered me when I watched it the first time, but then I've listened to 2 different explanations about why they chose to do that.
yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
did
saw
too.
Actually, I can actually understand why they made that choice.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree.
I
Because
can
it
too,
was,
but it still bothered me. It still bothered
You're so
me.
used to what's in the book
Yeah.
that, yeah, you kind of were thinking it was going to go that way instead.
Yeah, I can understand why and I mean, they didn't have to show him yank her shirt, her top down and rip her bodice and things
Right.
like that, even though they said they did try it. And the bodices
they couldn't because
so
the bodices
made
were
so well, yeah, rip. But they could have still had her, she could have come around the corner like she was coming around to say something to him. And he could have leapt on her and grabbed her and shot the shit out of her, but he could have leapt on her and grabbed her and gone into that whole thing without pulling that whole rape conquest
agree.
card out again, too. They could have still made it him instead of making it look like she comes up with all the smart ideas all the time. That's what's kind of irritating me a little bit,
They also failed to follow through, unless it's on the editing floor, that he never realizes that a ruse was pulled on him either. And that was kind of part of the thing, was that the kid realizes he got tricked because Jamie identifies Claire as his wife, and he doesn't do that here. So, I mean, it probably isn't a big deal, but it was kind of a neat little thing going forward,
Well, I was going to say, going forward, it kind of informed and
Yeah, the character a
the
little
fact
more.
that the grudge is held.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that he really felt like he got tricked.
Yeah, he'd been made a fool
Here,
of.
he doesn't realize the way they presented it. He doesn't realize he's been tricked.
Right.
Yeah, one thing I wasn't really wild about was the fact that they just threw the whole Red Jamie thing in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The blue.
I was kind of like, well, I know that he's Red Jamie, but there's been nothing. He hasn't done anything yet to be Red Jamie.
Right.
Yeah.
In the book, didn't they already have seen broadsheets and everything about it, or not yet?
Well, he'd already been doing stuff, because we were
Yeah.
kind of a little farther along
Right, in the whole thing.
in
Right.
the
Yeah.
whole thing. Because I can't remember where this happened in the book. But yeah, it's just one of those things that it was like, and actually it wasn't the fact that Gray recognized him as Red Jamie. He heard an English woman's voice.
Right.
Right.
He actually came
And
in
that's why he
with
came in
Claire. Right?
Right.
Didn't
Because
Claire was out in the open by
Yeah.
a fire.
Yeah, the whole thing
Yeah.
was he was going to rescue Claire, the
Yeah.
English woman trapped with these Scots, these
Right.
unprincipled
Yeah.
Barbarian.
The barbaric heathen.
Barbarian.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah, I mean, it was okay what they did. And I even think if you're not a book reader, it's not going to bother you. But as a book reader,
No,
they
it
missed
won't.
some good stuff that they could have thrown in there, I
Well,
think.
like I said, I was just like, what's he done to be Red Jamie?
Yeah.
Basically,
Well, he's on that list, on that.
that's it. His name is on that list. That's it. He hasn't done anything yet because he's been at Beaufort for 2 to 3 weeks, and now they've been
Yeah.
at Creef for almost a month.
Yeah.
He's done Bupkis basically.
Yeah,
Yep.
Yeah.
brought up on any
Yeah.
kind of
They
nickname.
all said he's
How do you recognize him as Red Jamie? How did they get sketches of him when he hasn't done anything yet?
Yeah.
Yep. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
That was
I mean, it's some of the timeline crunch is biting them in the butt on a few things.
It is.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, I mean,
I
that's
agree.
my biggest complaint is the fact that they've crunched things down so much that we have to realize they are now a year from when Faith died.
I know, that's crazy.
They're in September 9th of
Yeah.
1745 at the end of this episode because
Yep.
they are the night before, they're the day before Preston Pans.
Yep.
Right.
So they spent a month to 6 weeks there outside of Crieff. So they got there in July, early August.
Right. Yeah.
So they compressed things so much. All the time of that 10 minutes we got at Lollybrock represented the entire 8-9 months they spent there.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, if we didn't know when Preston Pans was, I would honestly have no idea that that's how much time had passed.
Yeah.
Right.
You would think it was just a month or two.
Yeah.
You know, since they got from France, and that was it. And
Because
as I said, I would have been a Jamie-centric episode. Like we've had so many with Claire without, you know, there's been so much time with Claire without Jamie. We could have had a Jamie without Claire. It could have shown him and this whole preparation and everything that's been going on and some of the things that happen, you know?
They will never do that.
I know they won't.
They will never do that because
It is her show.
I mean,
It's always going to be. It's Claire's story, really. Despite all the major pet players.
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, I mean, my biggest pet peeve dislike is the muddy timeline.
Yeah. I would agree with that.
Yeah.
And like I said, I didn't hate the 1940s stuff. Not my favorite part of the whole thing.
Yeah.
But you know, I was okay with them, and I enjoyed going back and forth between, you know, the lush greens and vibrant colors of Scotland and the sepia tones of 1940s, wherever it was she was supposed to be. I think they decided she was supposed to be in France somewhere.
Yeah, she was in France somewhere. That's what they were saying. They were thinking of Compagnon at first, but there was nothing that was happening during that war theater at that time in that area. So she was in a different area, but northern France still.
Yeah,
so
those are taking place somewhere in late June, early July. Because
Yeah.
D-Day was what, June 6th?
June 6th. Mm-hmm.
Something like that.
Yeah,
Today-
June 6th.
Today's D-Day.
Oh, it is.
Today's D-Day. Mm-hmm.
I saw something about that. I was like, oh yeah, today's D-Day.
Yep.
Yeah.
So yeah, the flashbacks are
That's
somewhere
right. It's June 6th.
late June.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they'd been the American soldiers were separated
The
from
airborne guys have been separated since D-Day.
Yeah. since
Yeah.
D-Day. So.
And I liked those two soldiers.
Yeah.
They were
Yonkers,
good. Yeah.
I swear to God, he looked like he'd be from Yonkers, you know?
Yeah. They were definitely stereotypes.
Yeah.
The other kid looked like an old Texan cowboy guy.
Yeah, he looked like a southern boy.
Yep.
Right.
And I liked how they used that to explain she got the Jesus H. Roosevelt cross.
Yeah.
Well, and that's in the book. I think she says,
It's a different name.
is it a different name?
It's
Yeah,
actually
Williamson or something.
Oh.
patient she treats, yeah.
A patient, yeah.
Bonehead. I'm going to the medicine cabinet for some Motrin, and I try to turn the lights on. Jerry, you know, we are
Our
such
habit.
creatures of habit, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, I mean, let me say my two favorite things in this episode. I've got three actually. My three favorite things. That frickin' leather coat of Brian's.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
The way they shot and lit Jamie.
He looked ridiculous in this episode.
Oh, geez. Unbelievable. Just,
And
God.
the music.
Oh,
Yeah,
the
the
music.
music was incredible. Oh, the music was incredible.
I mean, listening to Scott the Sassenach, they were unsure about the music, and I'm thinking to myself, you guys
Oh,
are.
that's right. I did hear that, yeah.
I love the music. I love the men's chorus. I loved having, you know,
Yeah.
it's like listening to opera. You don't have to understand
Right.
what they're saying. You get it from.
Yep.
I get it. I don't get emotions from lyrics. I get emotions from melody and
Music.
and counter melody. I get it from the music part of it, because there's songs that I love, but I still don't know the lyrics.
Yeah.
That's how I decide if I like a David song, is whether or not the music grabs me.
Huh.
I don't agonize over what the lyrics say.
Yeah.
I spent way too much time growing up listening to big band and orchestral stuff. It's just, you don't have to have lyrics.
Classical music.
You don't have to have lyrics for something to be incredibly moving or incredibly powerful.
Right.
So that's where I come from.
Mark is in the background saying, "I agree," because he's like that.
So yeah, I'm not a lyric parser, or I'm not one of those who goes in and looks at every line and tries to find meaning in every line. If the music speaks to me, then the lyrics have got to be pretty bad to ruin a song for me.
Do you want to join us, dear? Keeps chiming in. I don't know any lyrics to any songs. Come join us. You're eavesdropping.
Mine's in the kitchen. He's on his headphones and he's streaming. He's watching Dexter on his phone.
So I almost tweeted during the live tweet, because I ended up being home on Saturday night. It was weird. I almost tweeted during the live tweet that coat finally fits Jamie.
Yeah.
It was a little big and loose in Lollybrock, because he wore it in Lollybrock, and I didn't feel like it kind of sat perfectly on his shoulders.
Now it
I always felt like it looked a little like he was almost like a kid trying to dress up in his dad's coat. But in this one, I don't know if it's just the way he was standing, or if Terry actually changed the fit of it.
Yeah.
They probably did it on purpose. It probably is kind of like one of those subtle things they do on purpose, to show you that he finally fits in his father's, coat. He's a grown man now. They want to show he's a grown man.
Yeah, I don't look at it as him fitting into his father's coat. I look at it as him having become the man.
The
man and the laird. He's not taking his father's place. He has become
right.
What he's
and that's
meant to
actually what I meant to say.
Yeah.
That he's become the Lord Brocktorach now. He really is. The way I love the way he talks to Dougal, and Dougal seems almost subservient to him. There's an attitude switch there that has really, really changed.
Well, not at first. That was the whole basis of the antagonist-protagonist relationship.
No, I think Dougal,
thinking he was going to take right over, and
I think Dougal's playing his cards right, is what he's doing. I don't think Dougal just knew when to shut up, but he's not done.
No,
he's not done. No.
Dougal's whole thing is he wants to be sitting at the right hand of the prince.
Right.
Dougal played what he needed to play to get where he wants to be.
And Jamie's no fool either.
It was good.
Though.
He knew he had to do it. I guess that's a good part of it, is he knew he was going to have to back down and play it a little differently than he would have normally. I went also on Dougal's coat, that dark blue coat with a deep cuff.
Yeah.
That thing's gorgeous, too. So I would kudos to Terry on that one, too.
Yep.
That was beautiful.
Yeah, Dougal was getting it from all sides,
Yeah. Oh, when she told him "fuck you," that was great. That was great. He has no clue what she means, but yeah,
giving Claire the mouth that Frank despaired of in the very first book.
Yep.
Remember that scene where she spilled the tea and was swearing in front of
The Reverend?
Was it
Reverend Wakefield?
Was it?
No, it wasn't the Reverend. It was somebody at the college.
That's right.
That's right.
Yeah, it was a colleague, but she just basically let loose with bloody fucking hell or something like that.
Right.
So that's, and I have to give Kat credit. The differences between the two characterizations of Claire in 1745 and Nurse Randall in 1944
Yeah, 44.
44.
Yeah, 44.
You know, the perkier, peppier, younger,
Yep.
you know, nurse who was very confident and assured of herself and
Yeah.
could lecture.
Yeah, you know, I was trying to figure out, though, was listening to the podcast with Ron and Matt talking, and they
Yep.
were talking about the difference, you know, with her being 19 or 20-year-old Claire, but it's not really, because 1944, you know, she was still in her late, wasn't 19 or 20. That would have made it, what, she was born in
13,
what?
wasn't she?
No, was it 1913 or 1919? No, 1913? 1919, wasn't it?
Was she born after World War One? I don't
Yeah.
remember.
Yeah, I think she was 1919, wasn't
I
she?
was
She's
just
supposed
trying
to
to
be.
remember when she was
supposed to be
pointing
20.
at those dates.
I wonder if
Yeah.
it's in my, would that be in the Outlandish Companion?
Probably.
It should be.
Yeah.
Do I have that in front of me here?
Well, we'll just kind of do the math from even what they've done on the show. She was how old did she tell Jamie she was last year?
Like 27 or something?
Yeah,
Yeah.
she'd been there a year, not even a year, and
Yeah.
theoretically, so she went through the Stones at 26 or something.
26 or 27
Yeah.
in 1945.
And that
Right.
would have been 1945, according to
Yeah,
well, depending, yeah,
Right.
45.
So if she was in 1944, that's not
really
making her
25.
19 or 20.
No, she's 20. She's 24 or 25 there.
Yeah.
She's really young. She's actually a nurse. You know, she's
Yeah.
well.
44 was just a year before the war ended.
Right. Yeah.
That's what D-Day did.
Yeah.
That was a big chunk of what D-Day was for.
Well, no, I know, but I mean, I'm just saying 44 because they were in France or they were in Scotland in 45.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
She was 27. I mean,
Yeah.
in the
So
book,
she was
she turned
only-
28.
Yeah.
Historically, that should have been another year later, but I
Yeah.
should say socially, it should have been another year later. But
So yeah, I'm like, no, guys, she's not just turning 20. She's not young giggly Claire. She's, you know, just a year younger than she is now. You know.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
And that's, again, there's these small inconsistencies that are making me crazy this year.
yeah.
You know? That I just think, I'm hoping that they have the time to take more time and read through the entire set of scripts as an arc and kind of make sure that all of their times and references from script to script make sense.
Right.
That would be good.
And they've got an even bigger challenge because we're talking about so much time.
Yeah. They should have a serious outline laid up, you know, on the board, on the wall, permanent ink. This is the year that this happens. This is the year that this happens. You know.
Yeah. Well, let's not talk about next season. Let's get through this episode.
No, I'm just saying. I hope they do it though.
Oh,
Okay.
no, I know. I don't want to. I can get easily sidetracked talking about next season.
Yeah. So can I. Since Angie and I both just finished Voyager, right?
Yeah, I just finished Voyager for the 4th or 5th time today.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. I just finished it too. I finished it at like midday. Yep, noontime.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, it's done. Now, do I move on to Drums of Autumn or do I just hang out here for a while?
The thing was, I was listening, and my Audible goes right into a free preview of Drums.
Yeah.
So I was listening, and I'm like, well, crap, do I want to move on or do I want to wait for a while?
Yeah, that's how I was today too, because that's what I'm doing. I'm listening on Audible.
Yeah.
So it's like, hey, do I want to wait? No.
So
At
back
least
to
give
this
me a day.
episode. Back to this
Yeah,
episode.
back to this.
Somewhere in this episode.
There's still the timeline inconsistencies are making me nuts,
Yeah.
but it doesn't ruin my love of the show. You know?
No, not
It's-
me either.
It's those things that make you nuts about something that you love. You know, the things
Right.
about your husband that make you nuts, but you love him anyway.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can get through it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do your best.
The way he chews makes me nuts, but we only have 2 meals a day together.
Right. The Claire's
Yeah.
family tree in the book does not have dates. I don't know if you can even see it.
Oh.
Ah.
So
Oh, that's.
Ah,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
there's probably something online, maybe. But
there has to be. There has to be.
Well, I was going to say,
something
we
with
could
her
go back
birthday.
to that. Oh, God, now the Royals are down 4-1. We could go back to that episode where they told Murtaugh.
yes,
Yeah.
This is when I was born. This is when I became a nurse.
She also tells Jamie in the first season what year she was born. So
yes.
if she doesn't, it's in the book. I know it's either in the book or she told him the exact year. So.
Well, she specifically tells him she was born, or that she was just turned 28 when she realizes it was her birthday.
Right, but
Yeah.
He comments that he didn't realize, he thought she was his age at 23.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So, anyway, so we talked about the coat. I'm in love with that coat. Everybody's in love with
Me
that.
too. I'm in love with that coat.
Harry needs to find somebody to carry that coat.
Mass produce it. Mhm.
Somebody
Let's go.
wanted that coat. Who was saying they would buy that coat? Oh, maybe was it Alistair?
Oh, yeah.
Wanted that coat.
He wants that coat.
So there is a market for the coat.
Yes.
There is. I'd buy that coat.
Hell yeah.
Oh, can you imagine that in a woman's cut?
Oh,
God,
yeah.
that would be, oh, that'd be amazing.
Yep. I'd buy it.
The music, not the people who are iffy, that's TSATs is iffy about the music. I freaking loved that
yeah.
whole having the lyric and the male voice, because I felt like the male voice set the tone of the whole episode right from the beginning.
Yeah, I like
Did-
That was a terrific
It
song.
did.
I don't know what that song was, and I haven't really researched to see if anyone's dug it up, what it is. But it's got to be an iconic song.
Well, I'm assuming that everything that was in that is Scottish folk songs.
Yeah, it's a Scottish.
Has to be.
But it was like a war song or a marching song. I'm really curious if it actually is. It must be. I mean, I don't think they,
Oh, Bear wouldn't. Yeah, Bear would.
I think he would be authentic and find a going to war song.
Yeah. Well, Bear is. This was his baby, his pet research. All growing up was Jacobite music.
Yeah. So he's probably pretty well versed in the music, and
Yeah.
it was gorgeous. It was really nice.
Yeah, I loved it.
It was beautiful.
And of course, at the end, and they talked about, and actually, it turned out to be Ron's idea.
really.
Or Ron, because Ron said something to Bear about how much he loved in Hunt for Red October when the Russian crew started singing
Oh.
Yep.
inside the submarine, and then they had the chorus take over, the Red Army chorus take over, and I think they were doing the Soviet national anthem. He said he loved that whole thing, and he said Bear got this look on his face like, he said it must have sparked something in him because this is what he came up with.
Ah, interesting.
So, I mean, I have to give Ron credit for some things because there are times that we all credited Richard Kahn with that episode, loving that episode so much, and it turns out they did a lot of editing and moving stuff around and
Yep.
in that episode of his to make it
Yep.
feel like such an amazing episode. So, so the Dougal and Jamie conflict, I love this whole conflict.
Yep.
The one thing, and Matt said the same thing, that first confrontation between the two of them, because he made the comment, he said, I would have reversed the blocking and had Jamie
Yes, because he was shorter than, and I even noticed that.
Because he was,
Yeah.
they were standing outside and it was sloping ground.
Yeah, and I was kind of like, I always thought he was taller than him.
I mean,
Yeah.
Brent McTavish may be an inch or so taller than Sam, but it's not that much. That looked like a good 3-inch difference.
Yeah, I think it was Ron that said he would have changed the blocking. Because he said if he was on set, he would have changed the blocking. He says because it didn't, he should have been reversed.
Yeah, it should have been Jamie
Yeah.
being above,
Yeah.
Because when you notice later, the other blocking in a couple of the other scenes, it was kind of reversed. Jamie was a little elevated above Dougal.
So okay, well, obviously it wasn't planned then if Ron said he would have switched it, but I just wonder, maybe that was the point, is that he started off shorter and he gets taller? Visually.
Yeah, no, Ron said he would have switched the blocking.
Yeah, so apparently that wasn't the plan of it then, that it was that, so.
Oh my God.
Yeah, because it bothered me on a subconscious level.
Yeah.
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 And then that whole douchebag move going to Claire.
Yeah.
Oh, Dougal. I mean, what a weasel douchebag.
Totally.
Yeah.
He's being
completely.
Like,
Yeah.
oh, remember that bargain that we made in the case when I wouldn't go with you, but I let you take my men?
Yeah.
Jamie, you said you'd marry me if he ever died, and
See, this is where Dougal clearly underestimates Claire and does not know her at all, because a woman of that time might not have ever told her husband that.
Of course not.
But
Of course.
he just figures that, what he knows of women, that the woman would never tell her husband that. The guy would have shot him by now, Jamie would have come after him by now or something. So I don't know if he actually believed that she told him, that she told Jamie, even though she said she did. He doesn't. I don't know if he believes it, because he wouldn't expect any woman to do that. So I don't know. Curious.
yeah.
We never saw her tell Jamie, so we have to just assume she did.
Yeah, I assume she did. Yeah.
And then the whole John Gray, William Gray, I'm sorry, there are some people online who are so confused about William and John.
Right.
It is John Gray. He just is John William Gray, who obviously, I wonder if his father's name was John.
No, because he's the
explain it
second.
in one of the books.
He's
Don't
the second one. I can't see the second son getting his father's name.
No, I can't remember. I'd have to look it up. But anyway, this is our Lord John from later on down the line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I wish, it's that little thing that whoever posted it from Diana, was that you, Corey?
Yeah.
That little scene they cut out. I would have loved that little scene.
I would too.
That's funny.
So because of the fact that they make it pretty obvious, I mean, in the books, it's really obvious and mentioned often that the reason that the people at Lollybrock still have their teeth later on is
because of Claire.
They are making them eat vegetables.
Yep.
And he spends the time where he's going to be in next season pulling watercress and stuff and making his men eat it.
Right.
Yep.
Right, vitamin C.
They may just ignore that completely.
Yeah.
Because everybody's going to have their teeth. Because they're active.
I know. I'm so afraid of how they're going to cut.
Yeah.
We're not going to talk about next season.
No, we're not. We're not. Not now. Not now. We'll talk about next season after the finale of this episode.
Yes, we will.
And we'll have a nice long talk about next season.
It's funny, when I watched that scene the first time with him and Gray, I didn't even make note of the fact that he threw him right in the pee puddle.
Oh.
I didn't even.
What? Wait, I didn't either. What?
Well, that's funny. I didn't thought that either.
Jamie had been peeing.
That's right.
Gray came up behind him trying to cut his throat. He basically took him and just whipped him around and dropped him on the ground right in the piss.
That's funny.
Great.
I missed that.
That's great.
So, yeah, I was just kind of like, oh, I missed that completely. Evidently, I wasn't somehow I didn't pay attention to that.
To the blocking of that whole wrestling scene. That's funny.
Yes.
That's funny.
So, yeah, I mean, I actually enjoyed that whole scene. I mean, the one little pet peeve I had was them switching whose idea that was, but like I said, after listening to Ron talk about it, I was okay with that. You know, I was okay with the reasoning behind it, and I could actually see it. And it's like, okay, I can get it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've had my piece. I'll live with it. Because there's nothing I'm going to say that's going to change Dan. They're not going to listen to me. So, you know, yeah. It's all right. It's all right. And it's he was so cute in that too, Jamie. I swear.
Yep.
Just, yeah. The
Trying to
devilish
say.
guy. Mm-hmm.
No, John's father's name was Gerard.
Gerard. Oh, so it wasn't even Hal's name. Okay.
Gerard Gray, Duke of Cardlow.
Hmm.
Was it a screw up of Diana's, like from an copy editing thing from one book to another?
Well, maybe he was just he wasn't giving his real name or his full name.
Mm.
He was now captured by the enemy. I mean, he doesn't have to give his full name, I guess.
He does give him his full name, though.
Yeah, he does, because he does identify who his family name, and who his father is. So yeah, that's weird. It might have just been that she didn't realize when she wrote it that she hadn't plotted him ahead. One of her favorite characters, but she hadn't plotted his future story.
Yeah, I was just trying to see if doing a very quick Wikipedia thing here.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't remember. I'd have to go back and maybe it may be in the Lord John books about.
Like he used William.
Yeah. But it is John William Gray.
Right.
Okay.
And it's Gray with an E.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, I mean, and this actor, he's so young.
No, yeah,
Very,
he's only yeah.
Yeah, he won't be our final John. So.
Oh no.
He won't be adult.
I don't think we'll.
No.
I don't think we'll even ever see him again.
No, you won't. Diana even said that.
Yeah,
No.
we won't.
No,
I've
We don't see him again in the books either.
Nope.
No.
One thing Diana commented on, because people were kind of complaining that he didn't really have kind of the speech like John did in the book, you know, with big words and all this stuff. And I guess the actor had some trouble with the lines.
Oh, really?
He cut, like, most of it. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Huh.
He wasn't saying it in a way
He does go into more detail.
Yeah, she wasn't, like, disparaging him. She just said the, like, archaic language of the time was giving him issue. Maybe he couldn't get it all out or something. I don't know. So they ended up...
Wasn't one of the words that he called him a poltroon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he didn't use that word.
Nope.
I remembered that. It's like, where's the poltroon? I like that word.
Well, I'm sure it was the archaic language. He probably couldn't get it to come out without it sounding stilted.
Yeah, like, it's not part of his regular
Right.
vocabulary, obviously.
Right.
So some people can do that, and it sounds natural coming out of them, and others it sounds like people who are trying to do Shakespeare prose.
Yeah, I was going to say, not everybody can sound like Sir Ian McKellen or Patrick Stewart.
Yeah, but okay, they cast him for this one part here.
Right.
Yeah.
You would think that casting would have found somebody that could give that speech, since this is all we see him.
I know.
You know?
Yeah.
They would have handed him that to read. They would have said, here, okay, read this. This is what you're going to have to say. You know?
Right.
And the guy would either say it or he couldn't say it. You know, that's why that whole thing, well, the guy had trouble with it. Well, then your casting department fell down on the job.
Right.
You know? I can't find an excuse for someone who has such a short part in there for them not to find someone that could actually speak those words. And there's a lot of kids out there that can, that age, that can speak words. You know?
Yep.
Well, maybe they have in mind who they want to cast as the adult, so they kind of had to get a kid that would look like he could grow up into the adult.
Yeah, no, I don't buy that either.
I don't know if it'll really matter, but...
Yeah. I'll tell you what, though, from the article that you put up there, Corey, I'm pulling some Meissen or Dan Stevens. Wouldn't it be nice to have Dan Stevens to look at the series? Oh my God.
He would be
I'd be
great.
going,
He would be
I'd go,
great.
Jamie, do him, Jamie, do him.
I'd love to see Tom Meeson. I'm a huge fan of his, but
Oh, me
I
too.
don't know him.
I don't think Dan Stevens would do it. That was my comment. I don't think he'd do
Yeah.
it because he fought like hell to get out of Downton. He
I
don't
know.
want to get he doesn't want to get stuck in a thing like this.
I know.
I know, and
And
he's going to be
same with
beat, and he's going to
Hunnam, Charlie Hunnam.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
and he's gorgeous,
I know.
and he would make an awesome John. And he's also probably closer to the right size, but
Yeah.
he's got something that he's doing King Arthur or something. He's got some.
Yeah, he is
thing up.
doing King Arthur.
Charlie Hunnam,
Yeah.
I always thought Charlie Hunnam was bigger.
Well, I think he's bulky, but I don't think he's tall. I mean, he's not as tall as Sam.
Like,
he's not as
I mean,
tall.
John is more delicate.
Yeah, he's supposed to be like 5'6" or 5'7". He's small. Supposed to be, but again, if they
Yeah,
just
Charlie can slim down too. You know, Charlie
Oh,
built
yeah.
up a lot. Yeah, Charlie. I've seen Charlie slim too, and it's like,
Yeah.
Oh, and we've gotten off topic again. Let's finish up this damn episode.
I'll take Tom Meissen if they don't bring back Sleepy Hollow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We'll
he'd
send
be
a note
good.
to Ron about that, okay?
Okay, I will. I'm going to. I'll tweet him. Ron
Let's
Tom
look into this
Meissen.
guy.
Grab him.
Yeah, grab him while you can.
Mhm.
Okay, so we've got Claire and her PTSD, and that kind of resolving that is a bit. Some people are having a big issue with the way they resolve that so easily.
Yeah.
Oh, that she figured it out.
That by telling Jamie about it, she's suddenly okay.
I didn't really feel like she was okay. It's just that she's told him, so now two people know what's going on.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That again.
I mean, TSATs kept talking about how Claire was lying to Jamie, and I'm like, Claire's not lying to Jamie. Claire's lying to herself.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
They pop up again, though.
No, I think they said it doesn't.
Not
Oh, okay.
the season.
So, but yeah, because I was always like, well, she's lying to herself just like people do who are confused about what the hell is happening to them. Any kind of emotional, especially in that time.
Yeah.
Any kind of emotional issues you're having when you're absolutely confused, you're going to lie to yourself and say, no, I'm fine.
Yep.
So I didn't have that big an issue with her telling Jamie that she was fine because she was telling herself
Right.
that she was fine and denying there was any problem. So I was okay, okay. She did, seem to come out of it fairly easily quick, I don't say easily, but seemed to resolve fairly, without a whole lot of fuss and muss, so we'll see. I mean, I don't think it's not a big, huge through line. So I just felt like it was them giving Claire something to do.
Yeah, and that's another reason why I find it's just kind of like plumped down there, but that's okay. That's me. It's kind of like, okay, here this is. I'm going to curl up in the fetal position, and Jamie's going to make it all better. So that's, yeah, no, that's all right. They'll move on.
And then, I love the commando raid at the end.
Yeah.
That was good.
I loved the, charcoal makeup and.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think Book Jamie would have had sex with her, though.
What?
Didn't he?
Would have got some of that, huh?
They didn't have sex. He said, no, we have to wait. We have to go.
Right.
I think in the book they did, right?
Yeah, I think so.
He talked about because of, battle adrenaline. He had a little issue after battle adrenaline, didn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think so.
He did, yeah. Yeah, and they took care of that battle adrenaline. Mm-hmm.
But I thought it was interesting the fact that they found themselves a location where Claire and Jamie could have an interior, not a tent.
Yeah.
Or
They
not
must have brought all those
their
linens with them.
planes on the ground,
They took over that upper room in the farm there, or the barn, or whatever they were at.
Yeah, and those were actually standing buildings on a farm in
Oh, we
Scotland.
go. So they were over the barn then.
Yep.
So it was.
Yeah, I'm still contemplating when Matt and Ron were talking about the Highlanders, how they fought, how they drop kilt and they'd be naked, running and screaming at everybody. And he's like, we can't do that. I'm like, why? You're cable television. Go ahead and do it. If we could look at Jack Randall's junk
I
a couple
know.
of times, let all these guys go running naked through the field. I have no problem with that. You know?
You want to see Rupert running naked through the field?
Hey, not Rupert. Not Rupert. Let them all run naked. I don't care. As long as the main guy runs naked, then I'm really good with that. So let him run naked.
Yeah, but you know because you're a reader that he's not naked when he shows up again.
I know. So I really, just off topic a second, I really want to know what happened with the guy that played Willie.
Oh, I really want to know what happened with that.
Diana posted today that he just took another job.
Yeah.
Did you listen to Ron's podcast?
I haven't listened to the full Ron's podcast.
Ron and Matt is the actor who will not be named.
Wow.
Yeah, they're mad at him.
And Ron says, that was a bad situation.
Well, there must have been a contract agreement that he broke or something. Then.
Yeah, because she said he took another job. She posted that today.
Wow. Well, I'm just sorry that it's something to set it up for a future plot line, but.
Yeah, well, who knows if they will do that.
No, not that part. I'm talking about books from now, where they could have inserted him back in somewhere in the far future.
Oh yeah. Good.
I was kind of hoping that that's where he'd show up again, but that's okay. If he doesn't, that's fine too.
At that point in the timeline, doesn't have to be the same actor.
No, it doesn't. That's true. He's supposed to be a young boy or very young man, so yeah.
Yep.
They could bring the character.
It's a shame because I really liked him. I liked the actor that played him. I thought he did a great job.
I was so looking forward to seeing him because of what's coming. I was sure that he was going to be the one in that big pivotal scene towards the end.
I think that was their plan.
Yeah.
Probably was.
Yeah.
No, but they've changed
the
timeline so much that I don't even know how they're going to do some of the stuff that's coming up.
Yeah.
So, which I guess is kind of cool as a book reader, not knowing. I mean, knowing what happens in the book, but not knowing
what they're going to happen on the screen. Yeah.
How they're actually going to get there.
Yeah.
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 The roundabout way.
Yep.
So they finally decide that the men are trained enough they can walk in a straight line and march in sync, and so they march them off to where the hell are they?
They're in Tranent, Preston Pans. They're going to Tranent. Tranent, okay. Preston Pans, just outside of Edinburgh.
Okay, I was going to say, I knew that's something I'm really afraid that is going to get short shrift.
That's the only battle they're going to do.
Well, no, the whole Edinburgh storyline.
Oh, inside Edinburgh. Yeah, but they're not going to Edinburgh yet, so.
No, but we don't have time to do.
Well, they could do at least. What do they got? 4 shows? Four left?
4 shows. Yep.
So they're going to probably have to devote at least one to it, and maybe part of another, maybe.
Well, there's also other stuff. I'm thinking Vengeance is Mine is Diana's episode.
Ah.
And I'm thinking that's a Murtaugh fulfilling a vow he made.
They got that whole thing to do.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot, I forgot about that stupid thing. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I think that's going to be Murtaugh fulfilling a vow to Jamie.
Yep.
They're not doing Falkirk, so they're evidently not going to do that whole convoluted storyline.
Huh. Well, it'll be interesting.
Which is fun, because I was so bored reading that area, that section.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
I barely remember it because I think I skimmed it. So.
How Claire ended up where she ended up and saw the Duke again and Mary and it's just what?
Yeah, they're gonna probably condense all that down into. It's all gonna happen in Edinburgh or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they've got to get Mary Hawkins in there.
Yeah, they got
to get that whole I got to get the whole thing crammed in there somewhere.
Mary Hawkins, and we've got to get Danton there.
Yeah.
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 So
Yeah.
there's a lot of stuff to do, and it's not 4 episodes because the last episode, while it's 90 minutes, I think we're going to get, that's going to be the Eve of Culloden.
Right.
Yeah.
Part of it.
That's
kind of what they said.
Culloden's going to be in there.
Whoever posted that article, that's kind of what they said, that they're going to do the Culloden and then the
take it forward. What's the article? The article says that they're, when she goes forward, they're going to go all the way forward.
Right, right.
Which is what I figured they would do.
Yeah, they need to. They
Yeah.
don't have time to mess around.
No, not that. They're going to have probably some of the stuff with Frank and everything in flashback.
Yep.
Oh, well, I was going to say, we're not getting Frank this season. We'll get Frank next season.
Yes. And I hope we're not going to get too much Frank next season.
Yeah. Oh, well, just think of it this way. There's a good ending for it, okay?
Yeah.
I'm okay with the end of his storyline.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah.
Me too.
He's not going to go away.
I fear that they're going to make him, they're going to say, oh, we have to redeem him. He's got to be worthy of Claire. I'm like, that's the whole point.
Yeah.
He was never worthy of Claire.
Exactly.
So.
They don't martyr him, you know? Please.
Yes. Well,
Yeah, I will miss him. I will miss Tobias.
Prince's army. Dougal's getting his, meeting the prince, which I hate the fact that they changed that from the book. The fact that this is going to be the first time Dougal's met the prince.
Right.
So it is simpler, but now, and we are on the eve of the Battle of Preston Pans.
Right.
That's where we left off.
Yep.
Okay.
I didn't even see the preview. I gotta watch it. Somebody posted it. You posted it, right?
Me, I did.
Basically, battle scenes because they're doing the entire Battle of Preston Pans because it literally lasted 8 minutes.
Yes.
Yep.
I did.
That's right. It was quick and easy. It was quick and done.
I mean, I saw the scene where they show the what's his name who comes and shows them the path to get through because they're getting through marshland or.
Yeah, it cuts around. It comes down a cliff or something and goes through the marshland.
Yeah, he knows a path to get them through to get over to the British lines. I saw that scene.
Okay.
This is the way.
Right.
So.
While we're talking about the battle, did anybody else have a problem like I did about them having muskets?
Yes.
Because
they didn't have any.
They didn't
notice it. I guess obviously I didn't then.
Well, and I saw Diana say that she basically pointed out to them that they wouldn't have had muskets.
Right.
Yeah.
They didn't even have swords. They had axes and pitchforks.
Yeah,
but,
that's one.
I understand you need the musket fire to trigger Claire's PTSD, so...
That's why they did it.
Yeah, that's why they did it.
Yeah.
But she did say that in the next episode they go back to being accurate.
Yeah.
Oh,
they were marching.
So all of a sudden they lost the guns.
Yeah.
They dropped
They used all the ammo that they had.
Yeah.
They still have the guns, they don't have any bullets.
Yeah.
Okay. That's changing history completely to support a story.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, because if they had muskets, they would have gone on to probably fight a better battle at Culloden, So I don't know.
Well, the thing is, they could have had some people had old muskets from fathers and grandfathers.
Right.
Sure.
They did not have the supplies or the ammo. Literally, they didn't have the ammo for them.
No gunpowder, no way to make the balls.
Yeah, it makes them worthless.
Yeah.
But they show it in the show. They actually show it in one of the little montages near the beginning of them making musket balls. You didn't see that? You didn't catch that?
Oh, yeah, where they were pouring the lead.
Yeah, they were pouring lead and making musk. It's just a mold. You need the lead and a mold. I don't know what the deal is with gunpowder. That I know that we know from the books that if it's wet, it doesn't do you any good anyway. So.
No.
I wonder if there will be a lot of commentary next week then of people saying, "Where's the guns?"
Yeah, where's the guns that?
We'll see. We'll see.
Well, that could easily be explained away as that they have been co-opted by the prince for his elite
Something.
chosen force, whatever.
Right.
So
Right.
they'll take them out of the hands of the common.
Well, yeah, and it's exactly right that they didn't have them. That's what they told me at Culloden when I was there. They did a thing on the weaponry of the battle and said, nope, the guys on the ground, they had a targe and if they had a broadsword and a dirk and a targe, that's all they had.
Yep, or pitchforks, whatever, they brought from their farm.
Right,
So.
they did not have guns. They said the tacksmen or the guys up on the horses would have had a gun, but they were kind of useless because once they shot it, they were done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
They didn't carry spare ammo.
Yeah, they didn't have like 6-shooters or repeaters or anything. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And boy, loading
you guys
one of those
keep talking, I'll be
muskets is
back.
not easy either.
Yeah.
Yeah, stop. You got to tamp it down, put the thing in, light the flint. But
Right. Yeah, because I mean that's what they practiced here is how to reload because they said the British can reload in whatever.
Yeah.
Or whatever. So that's what they were practicing. So I could also believe that this time they were just showing those guys how to shoot guns that they weren't their guns. They were just maybe they had half a dozen guns among everybody that was there. So they were just showing men how to shoot them if they ever had the opportunity to shoot them, that kind of thing. So.
Yeah. I mean, they didn't pay a whole lot of attention. Jamie did say that a British soldier can fire 3 shots in a minute.
Yeah, they could reload it prior. Yeah.
So anyway, that's this episode.
Yep.
Yay! And I still have some battery left.
So, and we know for sure that I think I said early on that we figured they were going to skip 4th of July weekend because it's a bad weekend to try and do your season finale.
Yeah.
And they are. So
Yeah.
season finale is actually July 9th.
Yep.
And it's 90 minutes. I can't tell you how gleefully happy I was when I found out it was 90 minutes.
I know.
Oh, I think we all shared happiness.
I'm so glad.
Well, we're gonna
Me
miss
too.
our show. So.
We're gonna miss what?
We're gonna miss our show.
I know.
Yeah.
90 minutes to the end of it.
Yeah. Well, except now there are 29 and a half hours of Outlander
Oh wow, that's good. Yeah.
to watch. Plus, there's going to be
Over and over
there's probably
again.
going to be 2 or 3 sets of DVDs come out before Christmas.
Yeah.
There'll be a set of DVDs that come out probably in September. Then there'll be the Ultimate Collector's Edition that comes out for Black Friday.
Oh
They
dear.
better give us all
Well-
freaking scenes that they're cutting all the time.
Yeah. Well, the deluxe one is on Amazon UK, right? For
I didn't look at it yet.
yeah, I think the Amazon UK has the deluxe one listed. I think
Like
we were
September.
talking. I thought it's either the end of September 30th, or October, maybe September 30th.
Okay.
September 30th, and that's why we would definitely have it for the holiday season here.
Well, see, I think they'll do 2 of them. I think they'll do a quick set.
Oh, like the last time, yeah.
Yeah, I think
And
they'll
then,
do
of course, you'll have the super deluxe $100 edition, which I'm like, no, I'm not going to do that.
Yeah,
I got that for $54.
You did?
Yep, because Amazon ran a special on it, and I was like, "Ooh, I'm going to get it now."
Oh, well, that's
If
good.
they run a special on it, then I'll do it. But other than that, no, just with what I got the last time, which is the deluxe, the double. Well, that was the double. So they had the room
We
for the
don't have-
second
we don't have the
season.
2 sets because we don't have the break.
Nope.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
So I think we'll get a DVD set, like I said, September-ish,
Yeah, probably.
because we'll be done July 9th. So I can't imagine
Yeah.
Sony's not going to want to try and cash in a couple of times.
Yeah. Oh
Definitely.
no. Of course they will.
Yeah.
No.
And can I just say, I feel like I can say I told you so to anybody who doubted the show coming back.
Oh.
There was no chance it wasn't coming back.
Because
No, there was no.
got way too much freaking money invested in this, and Starz is basically
Yeah.
riding on Outlander's back.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's admitted
I
that.
think we're holding off to try to get the double season renewal and get that all contracted
I
out.
think they were
I think
holding
that's
off for
why.
World Outlander Day.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
So it wasn't just a, just a business announcement here. It was a big freaking deal doing it on
A specific day. Yeah.
on a day that celebrates Outlander.
Yeah, because they were already working. They knew they were already working that entire time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
and
think
Ross
they've
been
even
saying,
said
we're very, very confident we're getting a season 3. They were already breaking scripts and writing scripts, so it's like they're not going to waste their time writing.
Right.
Yeah. These people would be on other jobs if they weren't getting any more, if they didn't know what was going on.
Exactly.
Would have been off to other jobs. So. No, I think this is these guys' lives for the next few years.
I wonder if they're doing any like renegotiating with paying Sam and Kate more now that the show is so successful.
Once they start getting awards, they're going to probably
I
have
would think they had to. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I hope she gets nominated. I don't think, unfortunately, as much as I love Sam, I don't think he has a chance in hell of getting a Best Actor nomination.
No.
Yeah, no.
That category is just too packed.
Yeah.
And Kat may get bumped out again this year, even though there are certain shows that are gone. She may get bumped out again. But just the fact they got the Golden Globe nominations.
Yeah. They're on the radar anyway. So.
Yeah.
I see a nomination for Terry.
Yes.
And Bear again.
Yep.
I mean, I see those for sure.
Yeah, Terry would have to win this year because with those costumes.
Yeah.
Not going to get that chance again.
Yeah.
She's got not that high profile a one. She's got a couple of seasons have a form of it, but not like it was this year.
Right.
This is her.
Not like France. No.
I mean, things will change next season. Actually, not a ton.
Not a ton.
Season 4, things will be different because of the setting.
Right?
Yeah.
But it still won't be stunning costumes.
No, it will not.
No, it won't be like France.
Colonial America, and because she has, you think of the next book, there's going to be the society in Jamaica.
Mm-hmm.
But then you go to.
You'll have one.
And that one big soiree.
Yeah, she did that
thing.
one.
Yeah.
And then the next
You know
one.
how much I hope they put Sam in a wig and face paint and.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I do too. In the beauty patch. Can't wait to see that.
That'll be fun.
That and him walking around with.
In high heels.
Right.
Yeah, in the high heels, and him walking around with the acupuncture needles.
Oh God, I'd love to see that.
I hope they get to that. But then the next one is out of the South, River Run. You know, a couple of spots to do some pretty nice. But yeah, the French stuff compared to the French court, it's not.
Oh yeah.
Well, I don't know. Do the Emmys do set design and set decoration?
Oh yeah, they do. They do.
So it may not air on TV, but
it may not air. It's in the technical category, and they announce it, kind of like the Oscars, But they do that stuff.
I think John Gary Steele deserves.
Yeah, recognition for that.
Yeah, for those. Yeah. Paris.
I'm sure they'll probably get some recognition this year.
Yep.
Yeah. I wish the show had paid as much attention to detail this year as it did last year, as far as what we've talked about, continuity and just those little things. The fact that the chyrons were wrong, to me, that's just such a blatant mistake. The date chyrons.
Yeah.
45 at the beginning.
Yeah.
I mean, it's such a huge mistake. I was just kind of like, oh my God.
Yeah, it's embarrassing.
Excuse me.
Oh dear.
So I am very
The
proud.
lights have been off all in your house.
We basically did this episode in an hour because we started about 8.
Yay.
10 and we basically finished talking about the episode at about 10 after.
Yeah. There wasn't a lot of plot. I mean, it was a lot of,
No. Action.
Yeah. So.
There's more
Well,
action.
it was more.
So.
It wasn't plot. It was character growth and development.
Yep.
Because we saw Jamie grow into the man that we've all been reading.
Right.
And they gave a little more depth to Claire's backstory and character.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, and we saw glimpses of, I mean, the looks that Jamie gave William Gray when he was heating up that Dirk. You know, I was kind of like, oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
If I thought of Scots the way they think of Scots, I'd be pissing myself.
Exactly.
So kneeling down there with his Dirk in the fire, looking up at him.
Yeah. If he was lying, he was going to be killed. So.
Yeah. True. Yeah, because the men didn't know any different. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
So I have to give kudos. I give kudos to Sam in this episode. I thought it was amazing.
He was. He always is.
Did a great job.
Yep. Very good job.
And then Dougal, you know, Dougal was Dougal. You know, Graham McTavish was Graham McTavish.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So next week we'll see more battles. We'll see actually see a battle next week.
Right.
Yep. Yep.
And then I don't know what else is going to be in that episode because we're not, like I said, that battle is 8 minutes long.
Right.
So
Yeah.
we shall see. So next week is the 13th. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Next week is the 13th. We'll plan on Monday again.
Okay.
Okay. Sounds good.
In fact, I think we can do Monday from here on out. The only time we were going to have an issue was if they were doing that over the July 4th weekend, which we didn't think they were going to.
Right.
So we will skip July 4th, obviously.
Yep.
Alrighty, ladies.
Okay.
All right. Hope you get your power back tonight.
Fingers crossed for you, Jerry.
Oh, me too. Thanks, thanks. If you hear me tomorrow morning screaming, you'll know why.
So anyway, anybody
Okay,
who goes back and watches the videos, thanks for watching, and we will see you guys next week.
Yeah.
Bye.
All right, bye.
Bye.